What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Whitty from Whitty Artistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button below to become part of the Whitty Artistry family. This is one of my favorite makeups ever. I have always wanted to become a lion, and finally the day has come, so let's get this tutorial going. If you like me and you like my artwork, it would mean the absolute world to me if you became a sponsor on my Patreon. Starting off my tutorial, like I always do, I have a clean face and my face has been primed. This will just keep the paint out of my pores so it's easier to take off and it just makes your skin feel nicer. But I'm blocking out my eyebrows with Elmer's washable glue, and then I am going to be drawing in my design for the lion's face using a eyebrow pencil. Brow pencils are easy to wipe off, and I find that makeups just turn out better if you kind of draw out the design first. So that's what I did. One of my favorite things ever to paint is fur, because it's all about layering. So I'm mixing together yellow, brown, and black to create sort of like a mid-tone that'll act as the base coat for my lion, if that makes sense. So it's sort of a middle tone color that I'm going to be layering darks over and lights. So I added a little bit more white and yellow to the mix, and I'm just brushing over it, making sure to follow a reference image. Following a reference image for this is so necessary to know like the facial features of a lion and how the hair represents those facial features and sort of flows with the shape of their skull. So I'm mixing a little bit more white into the mixture, and I'm going over all of the areas again just to create layer upon layer of all the little fine hairs. And with brown, I am creating the darker sections. This is mainly around the eyes and surrounding the muzzle, but it's also mixed evenly throughout the rest of the hair as well. So I kind of created some artificial contouring with my cheekbones and around my forehead and definitely around my muzzle. That is primarily where all the darks are concentrated. I'm just using the white and going over all of the areas that I did before, making sure to keep the lines thin and still flowing in the direction in which the hair is growing. Onto my cute little tiger, oh, I said tiger, this is a lion. Onto my cute little lion nose, I am mixing some red and black, and I'm creating a muted pink tone and filling in my nose with some more hairs all the way up until the edge. And I wanted to test out this wig. This wig is awesome. It's from Star Style Wigs. I love it. It's supposed to be Beyonce, but I looked at it and I said, no, that's a lion. I am totally using it for a lion mane. White, I'm going to be filling in my chin and muzzle area. On lions, that seems to be the lightest portion of their entire face, along with around their eyes and the edges of their face, like where their jawbone would be. So that's just what I'm doing, and adding a little bit extra above the eyebrows. Now it's time to draw the cool eyes. This part is pretty hard because drawing over your eyelids is always difficult, but I am using a gel eyeliner just to draw the outlines since it won't crack or crease, and then filling in the missing parts with body tone again. If the white areas are looking too flat, maybe mix in a little bit of brown and add some more little hairs. Now I'm just separating my muzzle with black and then filling in the lower lip. Add the little whisker holes, I guess is what they're called, and then some more hair on the forehead. To fill in the eyes with black. They have gorgeous eyes that are black, and then the center is like a vibrant orange with browns mixed into it. They're so captivating. I wish I had contacts like that, but I don't. So I'm mixing together brown and orange, and I'm going in the edges of the eyes just to add some dimension and depth, and then extending the little, I guess you could call it a cat wing. Don't forget the pupils. With my BH Cosmetics 120 color eyeshadow palette, I am adding a little bit of contouring around the face of my lion, because you know your lion's gotta look fabulous. Putting back on the wig to make sure I have painted up until the edge of it, and I decided that the hair wasn't big enough to cover my skin, so I decided to repeat every step I did on my face on my body, and it was actually way quicker the second time. Just put down that mid-tone, layer some browns, layer some lighter colors over it, finish the look off with some epic fangs, and you are now the king of the Pride Lands. Go feast upon your gazelles. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment below. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already for more videos like this. I am in love with this makeup look. Please let me know if you want to see more animals like this. Have a good day, guys. See you next Saturday.